Biggie Shock. Yo, yo, yo. It looks like a necklace. I'm just plugging in some headphones because my kids are over here watching Toy Story 3. They just got back from watching Toy Story 4. And and now they wanted to watch Toy Story 3 because they forgot what happened. So, hello to everybody. Just got a few little fun things to go over today. So, first of all, here's where my head's at. If you bought stuff from my auction last night, thank you. I didn't see it. See Woodard, man. I haven't seen you forever, man. That's awesome. You might have some information about what I'm going to be asking about in a minute. So I'm glad you're here, my brother. So this package is going out to one of the lucky people who won stuff for me. This is the note that I put in his package that I then took out of his package when I was rewrapping it, and then I forgot to put in his package. So package, note, not together. Yeah, that was funny. So yeah, anybody out there watching who bought something from me in the auction last night, and Sean Richards, that includes you. I know you picked up some stuff on Instagram like the day before. Comic Core is in the house. Awesome. My auction stuff is going out Tuesday. I don't think I'm going to get to it Monday. Post office closed Sunday. So anybody bought stuff from me in the auction, it's going to go. It's going to go out. Yeah, it's going to go out, but not until Tuesday. Okay, that was step one. It's like a three-parter in my brain, just trying to figure out what's going on. Step two, my rant. Y'all know, probably know, maybe know. I had a big rant beginning of the summer. Looked like a guy had ripped me off on YouTube, on YouTube on an auction through PayPal. PayPal had put a claim and like taken $50 out of my thing, and then it charged me 20 for like no reason whatsoever, just because they were in dispute. And I'm like, I didn't create dispute, but PayPal's PayPal, they're a corporation. I was really mad. Hey, Cat Ren. I was really mad at the guy. I went on this big rant. You probably saw my video or heard about it. I was ticked. He'd done it to two other people. Thorough Comics and Big Will got hit by this guy. So the guy had reached out to me, and I still haven't said his name. Some people have asked in private. I said his name. The guy reached out to me. He seemed to be doing the right thing. I was still wary. He had said, I can just give you the money. And I was like, I didn't want to play games. I just wanted PayPal to resolve it in my favor, since clearly I had proof that the guy got the books that he ordered. But we all know that we can get screwed over by big corporations. I'm not going on a big anti-corporation rant. I'm just saying we can get screwed over because sometimes like TiVo lost his Lords of Longbox YouTube channel. He doesn't know why. So that sort of stuff happens, right? So basically, he did reach out to me, and then once they took another $20 out of my account, he's like, I can pay you back right away. So I said, you know what, I'd rather you do that. So I guess he couldn't use his account, but from his wife's account, he just shipped me the money that PayPal had put on hold, plus the $20 that they'd taken out of the account for the dispute. It just seems ridiculous. They have this policy. They just take $20 out of your account. $20 I didn't have at the time. So he sent that all to me, clean and clear. It cleared. That was like a month ago. No problem. Still waiting for PayPal. They say it can take up to 75 days to resolve this. Apparently, it was his bank that made the dispute, and I'm not sure why, but PayPal pays more attention to banks, or it gives them more credence in what's going on. I'm not exactly sure. So, Cat is not overrated. Cat is awesome. So yeah. Now, when I do win the dispute and PayPal gives me my money finally, I will send it back to this guy. I don't have any desire to get more money than I'm owed. I was a lot pissed off before. Cooler now, a month and a half later. He made it right. So I don't see any point in getting more money than I'm owed. I don't think that's fair, right? So I will just get I will get him back the money since he's already paid me. And so we'll be squaring even, and that should be it. All right, let's go on to comics. And I got a question for you guys because I guess I see it now. I don't know, but anyway, there's two reasons to show this comic. So you have to look really, really closely to see that this is a necklace that's swinging around Wolverine's neck here. I don't know how this claw just popped off this, or where this popped off from, where this like hanging claw is. But looking from back here, it looks like it's popping out of his chest. And so we've got arm, leg of Forge, hand of Forge, hand of Forge. I was trying to figure out what the heck this was. So I don't know what the heck is going on, but that's okay. The reason I picked out this comic is because this cover is so weird, they had to print it twice. This is my first ever Marvel double cover. I don't think they're worth much. I don't think it's worth anything more than the regular Wolverine issue 86, which is worth nothing. But I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, unless somebody knows, like, I think the comics that are already valuable that have a double cover, those are like super valuable. But I think a regular nothing, late 80s, early 90s Marvel comic with a spine crimp here isn't worth anything more than the regular single cover would be. But I still thought that was kind of cool. I have a double cover. I have a Mark Jeweler variant now for my Dazzler #1. I've got a few cool comics. So it's just neat to have that sort of stuff that you hear about or read about. All right. You had that Wolverine. How was he? Oh, I see. You had that cover. I got you. Okay. So yeah, I did a little bit of shopping today. I went real small, right? I stayed under $10, and I think I did pretty darn good. This book was hot for a moment. First appearance of Sidorak, who has the gem that gave the Juggernaut his powers. This was a 50-cent comic, and if you look here, I don't think you can see where the sticker was. I did a nice job taking it off just about half an hour ago. Maybe a little bit of black smearing up at the top of that G, but pretty happy to have that for 50 cents. Yeah, you two do need a room. This one I'm so happy to get. I didn't know this existed. This was from a comic Dark Horse put out called The Star Wars. And this Star Wars took it took George Lucas's original story before it got reworked. Because once it got reworked, it was Star Wars as we know now. But the Star Wars has it's not Luke Skywalker, it's Luke Starkiller. Everybody's in slightly different roles. Is the genesis of the story as we know, but it's really different. And so they put out this 8-issue series called The Star Wars, and it wasn't that good. Chad says that story is awesome. I thought it was interesting as a Star Wars fan. I didn't think it was great. You could see why they made the changes they did, but it was really neat to see a different space story set in the same universe with similar characters. But this is, I just looked at the back. I thought this was a Virgin variant. This is actually the second printing. Second printing is a Virgin variant, which I think is pretty amazing. I absolutely love that cover, and all these characters are based on designs from George Lucas's original story. So I just thought that was pretty darn cool to have that. It says here, back in 1974, still years before a film called Star Wars would take the world by storm, George Lucas completed the first rough draft screenplay of what was then called The Star Wars. That original screenplay contains all the now familiar elements of Star Wars: evil empire, young would-be Jedi, older Jedi Knight, princess in need of rescue, even a father who's more machine than man, but put together in ways far different from what you've seen on the screen. For nearly 4 decades, George Lucas's original version of the galaxy far, far away existed only as what might have been. So pretty cool and super, super stoked that I got this Virgin cover. It's really nice. It's on nice cardstock too. I'm happy. So that was like the most expensive one. That was $2 at half price books. So far, if we're keeping count, it's $2.50 I spent. Jubilee leaves the X-Men, first appearance of Generation X, and that cost me 75 cents. So I already have a few copies of that, but I love this because this is 130 X-Men 138 cover swipe or homage, I guess. Love those. Love those. I'm collecting all those, actually. It's pretty cool. And then, since it's half price, half of $1 is 50 cents. So I got first appearance of Mega Red. It's probably my third copy of this. I keep getting them, then selling them. I'll probably sell this one, but pretty excited that I grabbed this for 50 cents. If you're keeping track so far, we're at what? 50, 50, $1, $1.75, $3.75. Boom. Uncanny X-Men. This is one of the later issues. Kieran Gillen wrote, Greg Land art. This is actually 542. The series ended at 544, so not that far off. But this is when Colossus becomes the Juggernaut. Speaking of Juggernaut, I thought that was pretty cool. Grabbed that one up, and that one cost me a whole $2. So we're up to like $5.75 now. Not trying to show off. I thought I hit it really good here. Civil War II, The Fallen. I was talking about this yesterday when I was having my auction. I had The Accused, I had Civil War III, and this kind of goes with The Accused and Civil War III. So Civil War II, number 3, is when Bruce Banner got shot by Clint Barton and died. The Accused is when Matt Murdock has to defend Clint Barton for the murder of Bruce Banner in court, and The Fallen is the memorial service for Bruce Banner. And I know that people didn't love Civil War II, and I don't blame them. I liked it. Later, Biggie, thank you for being here. I liked it, but I understand why people didn't. But these 3 books, especially The Accused and The Fallen, were just phenomenal. Really well written. Really dug them, and this variant is pretty cool. This was the most expensive book. Hey, glitter and duct tapes here. New YouTuber, go sub him up, man. Just started out. It was at 15 subscribers last time I checked. So this one was $2.50, which puts us at $6.25 so far. This one was free, which I thought was pretty darn cool. And I thought when I saw it that it was Sarah and the Royal Stars. That was this new book that everybody's talking about. That's not like huge hit. It's a big hit. It's a small hit. People are saying it's a good book. It's an indie from Vault Comics, so it's a lower print run. But then I couldn't find a price on it to tell the guys at Half Price Books how much to charge me. So I was looking on the back. The back says Resonant. I was like, what the heck's going on? And it turns out that this is a preview of the story of Resonant. So it's only like 6 pages long, and the whole story is like a regular comic book length. And a preview of Sarah and the Royal Stars. And the cashier had to go check with Jonathan, who's the guy who does comics at Half Price Books. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's no price, just give it to him. So they just gave it to me. I was pretty happy with that. And then the last book I got was Daredevil, Man Without Fear, number 5. Frank Miller, John Romita Jr. I never read this series. I'm starting to collect them. I've got like 1, 3, and 4. I think I'm missing 2. Hey, can you guys turn that down? Really loud. And Mastodon is here. So I grabbed that too. And I was pretty happy. And yeah, so that was it. So $1.50 free, $2.50, that's $4, $6, $6.50, $7.25, $9.25, $9.75. All right, and that's it. And now, since we got 2 people in the chat, Mastodon and Glitter and Duct Tape, and they both just got here, I'll go through the quick recap so you guys see everything that I just did. if you bought something in my auction, it's shipping out on Tuesday. I was showing off this cool little Wolverine double cover that I got, which I thought was really, really cool. I've never had a double cover for any book. Yeah, it's the same inside cover too. So I thought that was pretty cool. Never had a double cover. Now I do. I picked up the first appearance of Sidorak, Doctor Strange 44, 50 cents. Virgin variant, second printing to the Star Wars. Do you have any glitter? You should show them off because I've never seen one. I've heard about them. That was pretty cool. First appearance of Generation X, X-Men 318. First appearance of Omega Red. The third to last issue of Uncanny X-Men, Kieran Gillen, Greg Land, and this is where Colossus becomes the Juggernaut. Just a really cool story, and I love this variant cover. A little preview promo comic for Vault Comics, Sarah and the Royal Stars, and the Resonant short versions of both stories. And Daredevil, Man Without Fear, number 5. I've been collecting these, want to read the whole series, pretty excited for it. And that's it, guys. Not much going on. Just wanted to get this out of the way. I guess the last way to end this is, I'm going live now because I filmed my entry to John's Comics with Kids the other day, and that was 700 subscriber contest. I had a 17-minute long video, maybe 11, 12, 17. I can't remember, something like between 10 and 20. And to upload that video on the Wi-Fi in my house took hours, which is just ridiculous. So I am like done with uploading unless there's something I really, really want to edit and like go over and think. But there's no mistake I'm going to make live that's so big that I can't be like, oh, well, I made a mistake and then just, correct it. So that's my 2 cents worth. I got to go live just to get these little mini hauls and stuff out of the way because it's just not worth me recording it, saving it to putting in iMovie and changing it to an MP4 format, then uploading it to YouTube, and then publishing it. The whole thing just takes too long, and it's not worth it when I can go this way. All right, that's all I got for you, man. You guys take care, have fun. Thanks for stopping by. I will talk to you. I will talk to you later. Thank you for being here. Peace.